Hi all and welcome to a new video. In this video, we will go through multiple SQL certifications that you can complete as a beginner. So here we will be mainly focusing on two platforms. The first one is Kaggle and the second one will be HackerRank. There are multiple courses offered by Kaggle in order to gain certifications and knowledge. Rather than gaining certification, it is important to go through the techniques and learn the different dialect used in SQL and different techniques used in SQL using the Kaggle course. And the second one mostly is based on exam, which will be conducted in HackerRank. So in HackerRank, you can complete different levels of certifications exams and you can gain the particular certificate for that exam. So today we will go through the different courses which are available in Kaggle and let us see what is the content of the course and who can do the course and what is the benefit of doing the course. And finally, we will go through the HackerRank certifications and different levels of HackerRank certifications, and we will try to solve one of the HackerRank certification in the video itself. The first certification that we will go through will be the Intro to SQL certification provided by Kaggle. And in this certification, you will learn the basics of SQL and BigQuery. So throughout the course, the dialect that you are going to use will be the BigQuery dialect. So whichever dialect you are going to learn, that is not going to create a problem because once you learn a dialect, switching to different dialect is not a big problem. So learning any dialect is fine with SQL. So even learning T-SQL or even learning MySQL should be fine. And even learning BigQuery should be fine. So we shouldn't be worried about learning BigQuery in the course. You can continue with BigQuery, so it won't create any further problems. So the first lesson will be based on the basics of SQL, the basic syntaxes and everything will be covered in this course. And here we will have a tutorial session as well as an exercise. So whenever we cover a lesson, at the end of the lesson, we will have an exercise. Let me open the first exercise. Let me show you what happens with an exercise. So here we will have a notebook in which Kaggle will ask us to solve different questions based on whatever we have learned in that particular lesson. So you can run each of the code blocks and it will automatically set up everything required to run SQL within the notebook. And detailed explanation of what Kaggle is looking to achieve through the exercise is given in each exercise. So it is not difficult to complete the exercise as well. Now going back to the second lesson, we have the basics of SQL, which is select, from, and where clause. Second lesson is also having the same tutorial and exercise. So every lesson will be having two sections, which is the tutorial and exercise. Going to the third section, we have the group by, having, and count. And the fourth will be based on order by clause, and the fifth one will be based on as clause and with clause. So here we will learn the aliasing concept and the CDE concept. And finally, we have the joining data concept, where we will learn different joins, what are the type of joins to use in particular cases, and different joins which are available in SQL, and all this content will be completed in the final lesson. So this is the first course, which is Intro to SQL, and this is a free course which will not cost you anything to complete. But and if you are a beginner in SQL, I would recommend you can definitely take this course. It will definitely help you. So this is our first course. Now let us move on to the second course, which is provided by Kaggle itself. So the second SQL course provided by Kaggle is the advanced SQL course. So here also we will have multiple lessons. So the first lesson is based on joins and union, but here what we will learn will be some advanced concept compared to what we have learned in the Intro to SQL course. Then coming to the second lesson, we have the analytic functions like window functions. Then how can we use aggregate functions as window functions, and all those concepts will be covered in the second lesson. Then the third one will be nested and repeated data. So this is a very important concept, and not many courses are actually having a separate lesson for nested and repeated data. So this is a pretty important good lesson you can definitely cover if you are seriously learning SQL. And the fourth one will be writing efficient queries. So it consists of multiple techniques that we can adopt to write efficient and fast SQL queries. And it is important to go through all the exercise as well to complete the certification, because even concepts which are not covered in the tutorial are covered in the exercise section. So it is good that rather than copying answers from some different platform, you can read the questions, you can try to solve the questions on your own, and you can complete the exercise. Even the exercise is not very difficult, it is pretty simple for people having some experience with SQL. And after completion of the course, you will be provided a certificate which you can download from here, and you can share it in whatever platform you would like to share the same. So these are the two courses which Kaggle provides us and which are completely free for people who are learning SQL. And the next platform that we are going to go through is the HackerRank platform, which provides us multiple certification exams which we can complete in the platform itself and gain the SQL certification. The first exam would be SQL Basic Skill Certification Test. And the second exam would be SQL Intermediate Skill Certification Test. And the third is SQL Advanced Skill Certification Test. So each of the exams we can complete in HackerRank itself and gain the certificate in HackerRank. So today what we will do is we will try to complete one of the SQL certification, and we will go through the platform and see how we can complete the certification in HackerRank. So the first certification, which is the SQL Basic Skill Certification, we will try to complete. So now we will click on the Take HackerRank Skill Certificate Test. So it will ask us basic questions. Proceed. Continue. Okay, now let us take the test. So here we can either go directly to the test or we can try some sample test. So we can directly go to the test, continue. So it consists of two questions and the total duration would be 30 minutes. So section 1, continue. So agree to the conditions and start. The first question is student analysis and the second question is profitable stock. Either we can complete the first question first and we can come to the second one, or we can take the second one first and go to the first question later. Whichever is fine. So the order does not matter. So we'll try to solve the first question first. Solve it. So this is the IDE where we can solve the question. So from the language section, we can choose the dialect which we have learned. So here I'm going to choose MS SQL Server. So here is where we are going to write the SQL query. Now let us go through the question. So the question is, a school recently conducted its annual examination and wishes to know the list of academically low performing students to organize extra class for them. Write a query to return the roll number and name of students who have a total of less than 100 mark including all subjects. So this is the question. There are two tables, student information table and the examination marks table. Their primary key are roll numbers. Now here we can see the schema of the two tables. So the first table is student information, consists of roll number column and name column, and the type is also given here, and the description. Roll number of student, this is the primary key, and name, the name of the student. Our second table will be examination marks table. It consists of four columns. The first column is roll number, second column will be subject 1, third column will be subject 2, and fourth column will be subject 3. And roll number will be the primary key and roll number of each student. Subject 1, mark of student for the first subject. Subject 2, mark of student for the second subject. And subject 3, mark of student for the third subject. Now here we have the sample data also. Now we have the sample output as well, and the explanation is also given here. So before going through the explanation, let us try to solve the question. So the question is, write a query to return the roll number and name of student who have a total less than 100 mark including all three subjects. So here we have to actually add the subject 1 column with subject 2 column and subject 3 column. So first we will do that. Select roll number, comma, and the second column will be subject underscore 1 plus subject underscore 2 plus subject underscore 3. So we'll add the three columns and we will get the output for the same. That is total underscore marks. And this is taken from the table examination marks underscore marks. So this we will consider as a CTE. We will place the entire query inside a CTE query which is T1. Now we need to get the records for which only the total mark will be less than 100. So we will write a select clause. Select star from T1 where total underscore marks less than 100. And in the question there is one more condition given, that is we have to return the roll number and name of student. We don't want to return the mark of that particular student with respect to the three subject, but instead we have to return the roll number and the name of that particular student. So we will write a join condition here. Let's join with the student information table, student underscore information, and give an alias name as S, and we will write the join condition on T1 dot roll number equal S dot roll number. Now we have completed writing our query. Before running the query, we require only the roll number and name. So we will write that as well. That is T1 dot roll number, comma, S dot name. Also, let us go through the question to see if there is a particular order which is mentioned. So we can write the order by clause also in the query. So there is no particular condition mentioned for the order by clause. So we have completed writing our query. So let us run this query and see what is the output we are getting. Run query, and it will test the query for multiple test cases, and we have the correct answer compiled, and we can submit the query. So we have completed the first question. Now moving on to the second question. So the second question is profitable stock. A stock is considered profitable if the predicted price is strictly greater than the current price. Now we have to write a query to find the stock code of all stocks which are profitable based on the definition. Sort the output in ascending order. So here we have the schema. There are two tables, price underscore today, price underscore tomorrow. So both the tables are having same columns, the stock code and price, and which are of same data types. And going down, we have the sample data. The first table which is the price today and the second table which is price tomorrow. Now we have to write a query to find the stock code of all stock which are profitable based on the definition. So the definition is stock is considered profitable if the predicted price is strictly greater than the current price. So tomorrow's price should be greater than today's price. So that is the condition. So for that we will write a join condition here. Select from price underscore tomorrow let us give an alias name as t1 and I'm going to do an inner join here, inner join. So the second table will be price underscore today and t2 and the join will be based on stock code, that is t1 dot stock underscore code equal t2 dot stock underscore code. Now we need to take only one of the stock code from either of the table. So we will take the stock code from the first table which is the price tomorrow table, t1 dot stock underscore code, and let us go to the question and see there is one particular ascending order specified. So sort the output in ascending order and order by t1 dot stock underscore code in ascending order. Now there is one more condition that we have to specify, that is price tomorrow should be greater than price today. So here we will write a where clause where t1 dot price should be greater than t2 dot price. Now execute this query, run query, and let us see what is the output we are getting. So we have the correct answer. Now we can submit the result. Submit it. Now we have solved the two questions which were available in the SQL challenge. We can now submit the test. Submit it. Yes, close this test. Now test is submitted successfully and both of our answer were correct. So now it is evaluating our result and within some time the result will be published and we can see our SQL certificate. So this is how we can complete SQL certification in HackerRank. In the same way, we can complete the SQL Intermediate certification and the SQL Advanced certification in HackerRank. The method is similar and the ID is also similar. The only difference is that the level of question will be different for Intermediate and Advanced. And if you have any doubt solving Intermediate or Advanced question, you can always connect with me through the comment section or you can always mail me. My mail is given in the description. And all the links which we have accessed in today's video will also be available in the video description. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe for more such content. Thank you.